Hi, this is Jen from the Career Development Center, and today I'm going to show you how to create an employer account on Handshake as an on-campus department who wants to post an on-campus job. The first thing you want to do is navigate to wcupa.joinhandshake.com. Now, in the future, once you have the employer account, I want to point out that you never want to log in using this WCUID login button. That is only for students to use single sign-on. You're going to use the sign in with your email address link. But first, let's actually create that account by going to sign up here and then registering under the employer sign up since you're going to be posting a job. Here's where you're going to enter your work email address and create a password that doesn't have to be your university password. Now I'm using an email alias that hasn't been used for an employer account yet, so I can show you all of the steps, but you can either use your WCU email address or a department alias that you have access to. And I'm going to create my password here and click sign up. So once I click sign up, it's going to ask me for some additional information. So I'm going to enter my first and last name. I'll put my office phone number in here, job title, and then I'll go ahead and select country. It's going to ask a couple other questions here that are more geared towards off-campus employers. So I would just say not to put too much thought into this. It won't actually impact how you post your job or who sees your job posting. So I'm just going to go ahead and select education here. You do also have the ability to select your alma mater, which happens to be Westchester for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in and save that. So next are the employer guidelines that Handshake asks all employers, whether on-campus departments or external, to adhere to. So you can take a moment to review those. It's also going to ask here if you're a third-party recruiter, and as an on-campus department, the answer is always going to be no. I would also encourage you then to browse the terms of service and the privacy policy and agree to that, as well as update whether or not you want to get marketing or promotional messages from Handshake. So on the next screen, you're going to get this on-screen confirmation that you successfully completed the first part of registration. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to check your inbox for the confirmation email. So I'm going to head over to my Ram Nation inbox, since that's the email address that I used, and I'm going to wait for that message. It usually arrives within a few minutes. So once you receive that confirmation email, you can go ahead and confirm, which is going to take you to part 2 of the registration process. So for here, since I'm an employer in this case, because I'll be posting a job, this is where I'm going to sign in using the email address and the password that I just created. So this is the second part of registration, and it's about taking the account that you just created and aligning it with the appropriate department on campus. So you're going to be taken to a list of all of the departments that exist on campus that have Handshake accounts. The first one that you're going to see here is Westchester University's general account. Please don't join this account unless you work in human resources for the university. So what you're going to do is scroll through the list and look for your department. If it's listed, you're going to go ahead and click the request button. Now, if you don't see it listed here, over on the right-hand side, there's a button that says Create New Company. This just means that your department, or company as it's called here, hasn't been created yet. So you can click that and you can create the department account. When you create the account, if you do have to do that, if you're not in the list here, please make sure to use WCU before the name of the department. So for example, I would use WCU Career Development Center. But I'm going to go ahead and join the general Westchester University account just to be able to show you the next step in the process. So I can see that I've requested that. If you accidentally hit request by a department and you didn't mean to, you can change that here. Or if you go through the process and you realize, oh gosh, I wasn't supposed to join the Westchester University account and I did, there is a way in Handshake that you can leave your current employer and join another. And you can always contact the Career Development Center if you have questions about that. So on the next screen, you'll see that my approval request was sent to the account administrator, and I can see who that person is here. You're going to get an email when that person approves you. So I have this on-screen confirmation, but I am pending with the department until that department account owner approves me. If you, for some reason, don't hear back that your account was approved under the department, you're welcome to reach out to your colleague and just let them know that you requested access. They'll get an email about it that they can click on a link and they can approve you. And once they do that, you'll have full access to your account and to post jobs on behalf of your department. Now, if you had to go the route of creating a new department, that's going to get approved by the Career Development Center, and that usually happens within 1 day. Last but not least, I just want to mention that if you're a current student, there is a way to link your student and employer accounts so that it's one login and you can kind of flip back and forth between student and employer. If this is the case for you, please reach out to the Career Development Center at cdc@wcupa.edu, and we can help you work through that, or if you have any questions about that, we can give you the instructions for doing that. So that concludes how to create an employer account on Handshake. Thanks for tuning in, and happy handshaking.